What's up, YouTube? In my video, I'm still reacting to the woman who ruined the marriage. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Guys, listen to that. She said she looked amazing, and the guy would probably want to, but he wouldn't have been able to get that. Listen to this.
I don't think he could have. Now thinking back, I don't think so.
Guys,
Yeah.
listen to this.
Do you think that he felt that?
Did this. She thinks she's too good for her husband. She thinks she's too good for her husband.
When he looked at you?
I think that he felt betrayal. How could you do this and I met you at this weight? How could you lose this weight and just totally change when I met you at this weight?
You think that he felt betrayal?
I think that he did because he supported me. He was there for me when I was 320 pounds. But then when I lost the weight, I was different. My behaviors were different.
What do you mean?
I dressed differently. I wore more fitting clothes. I started to go out a lot more with my girlfriends, more than ever. I started.
Listen, guys, that is a red flag, a major red flag. A woman, a married woman, is not supposed to be going out with her friends. If you want to be single, but do not be married and want to do single life things.
Getting a lot of attention, a lot more attention from men, and I didn't know how to handle it. I just couldn't handle it.
Listen to this, guys. She got a lot of attention from guys and couldn't handle it. Just make a note of it.
I think about two different mentalities, right? I think about the girl that gets the BBL. One day, I don't know, let's say she has an undesirable body. The next day, she's the most desirable woman in the world. There's a mentality that goes into that, right?
Yes.
Because in your mind, you're still that girl before the body. You can't just change that overnight.
Right.
But when you lose the weight and you put in the work for the weight to be gone, I feel like the mentality is sort of gradual and you sort of become that person in a different way. What do you think about that?
Well, let me correct you. So I had weight loss surgery. So I didn't put in as much work. It's kind of similar to getting a BBL. You go in one day and you don't have a desirable body, and then you come out and you do. With weight loss surgery, it's gradual, but it's kind of quick when you lose the weight. You lose the weight pretty quickly. I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. So it was quick.
What kind of surgery was this?
The sleeve, gastric sleeve.
Okay, and they just...
So they make your stomach smaller so you can consume less.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
I've heard about
Very old surgery. Yeah, everybody's getting it now. Everybody and their mama. Everybody.
Okay. So you going out, you hanging out more.
Yeah.
Does he say something to you?
At first, he kind of let it slide. He stayed at home with the baby.
Guys, just a heads up. Never allow your woman to go out with the girls. It's if you are married, you guys go out together. Get the nanny. You guys do things together. A woman is never supposed to go out on her own.
I had a 1-year-old at the time. And he stayed at home with the baby, and he kind of let me do my thing. Yeah, at first.
And then it was like, all right.
And then he was like, okay, do you have to go out every weekend?
Oh, he was out every weekend.
And during the week sometimes.
So you're meeting men?
Well, no, not at first. So I was getting a lot of attention from men.
Right.
But at first, that was all it was. It was nothing any more than that. Just the attention. Yeah.
Bring me to the day you cheated for the first time.
So, met a guy at work, and we started to become friends. He was very flirtatious, gave me a lot of attention. I had just had a baby. I was about...
The friend that she told you not to worry about.
A year postpartum, and I was feeling, the weight was gone, but I was still feeling bad. I was feeling bored and frumpy, and I just...
Listen, guys, she was feeling bored and frumpy. She was not feeling, this is now a lady that was depressed her whole life, so to say. and now the weight is off. She's looking better, but she was still feeling the same old way. And now this new guy is going to bring some new happiness and new fulfillment and new satisfaction in her life.
Wanted some excitement. And he and I became friends, and it was innocent at first. And then it gradually started to progress into something a little more inappropriate each day. You know, I worked with this guy.
Work
so
husband.
I had to see him.
Yeah.
You know, he would walk me to my car if it was too dark at night, whatever. And we began to talk on the phone. It was over after that.
The phone.
The phone. We started talking. We became friends. And it was like, well, let's go out for a drink. I'm like, okay, cool. So then now I'm lying to my husband saying I'm going out with the girls when really I'm going to meet him. And it just gradually worked itself up from there. And I was just so enamored with this person and his personality and his charisma. And he wasn't boring. And I was excited to go to work. You know.
Listen, guys, it was not boring. So the thing is this: she has been with her husband for years. You know, let's make an example. Let's take a parable, for example. If you buy a car, let's say you buy a Rolls Royce when it is new and exciting. You love the car. It smells nice. Everything is just nice, right? And after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, do you still feel the same way about the car? Obviously not. It's the same way in a marriage. You have to stick in it regardless of how you feel, because it's not until the feeling is over. This is till death do you part.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Wow. Oh man, like you experiencing that, it was such a new feeling.
Yes, very new. I had never felt that way before in my life, ever. Like the excitement, what I thought at the time was love. I had never felt that before, ever. I have never felt so more desired in my life, ever. And even though my husband, he was very uplifting, you're beautiful, you're this, but this was different. This
is just the all-out good guy, you know. But the sad thing is, this guy couldn't have been any better or do any more. You know, there's nothing you could have done, you know, to change your situation. That is the unfortunate part.
Not only did he tell me I was beautiful, but I actually felt it too.
When the husband told her she's beautiful, she never felt it. Only this other woman's man, only when they complimented her, when other guys complimented her, she really felt it.
You know, when my husband would tell me, I'd be like, oh, whatever, you're supposed to say that. But when
Listen, whatever you're supposed to say that. Listen to this, guys.
this guy, it was just different.
It was just different.
It was just different.
Even the way I hear you speak about it, you know,
Yeah.
I could tell that it sort of brings you back to that
Very
feeling,
intense.
and it's
Very intense.
very
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
So you're out for a drink, you have a drink, it goes too far.
Way too far. We started talking every single day, meeting before work, staying late after work, and it just progressed from there.
Where did y'all have sex at?
Oh wow. At a hotel for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah. At a hotel.
You set it up like, all right, this is gonna happen.
Well, he set it up. We talked about it a lot. I was very scared because I had never stepped out in my relationship ever. So I was very, very scared, but I was willing to take the risk because that's how intense the
Listen to this guy. She said she never stepped up, but this could be because no one was interested in her. It doesn't mean that she was never thinking of it or wanting to do it. She was always wanting, willing, but never able.
relationship between us had got.
It's interesting that you said I never stepped out in my relationship, but you were emotionally stepping out of your relationship, and how we don't sort of factor that into like the cheating aspect, and which is probably the more dangerous thing that we could be doing, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
but I meant before him.
I
had never emotionally, I wasn't talking to anybody, never. When I met him,
The thing is that she said the problem is she was never able to because no one found it desirable, you know. No one was interested in her except her husband, unfortunately.
That's when it all started. The emotional cheating and then the physical cheating.
Right.
Yeah.
After that hotel, we call it Pandora's box, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because once you open it, it's impossible to close.
Impossible.
It's impossible. Once you open that up,
Yep.
what was the difference in being at home? What was the energy like when you went back home? What you now, like we said, we've uncovered it.
Yeah.
The forbidden. Some things are left off limits because God knows we cannot cut it off.
Can't handle it.
Right. So what was that dynamic like when you come back home and nobody knows and it's still your secret?
Well, it was exciting because it was a secret.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came home, I loathed coming home. I did not want to come home. I wanted to be in that excitement, that euphoria forever. I hated coming home.
Listen to this guy. She hated coming home to her daughter and to her husband. She hated it. So just...
So it was hard. I lived a double life. I was a different person at work and with him, and I was a different person at home with my baby and with my ex-husband. It was hard. It was very exhausting, but it was so exciting and enchanting, and I didn't.
Listen, guys. She's saying exciting and enchanting. Listen to this. This is now the cheating that she's talking about.
I want to stop. It became an addiction.
Thanks for watching my videos. I apologize for my audio. Please click like and subscribe. And also for any suggestions, please comment. And I will read every comment. Thank you.